Happy New Year from here in Hawaii. Here's a live feed of the eruption. This is a little over 200 feet tall, by the way. Absolute craziness. Looks amazing at night. But anyways, I've been to see it now 3 times. Might go a 4th time. Let's see. Saturday, I am going during the market analysis to do a more comprehensive read for the markets for 2025, as well as some stocks to look out for. Famously said the stock for 2024 was Robinhood. I think it was at $9, hit 42. But anyways, let's take a look here. Currently, we have ourselves this type of open. It looked really good, and we've since then sold the whole move. And I expect a gap fill here. So we haven't really left. I would have preferred to keep this open, keep going. Hard reject of this same spot that we couldn't get through all of Tuesday. Okay, it is Wednesday now. So we went up here to test again. We actually tested here, tested that pre-market low during futures, and we are puking. Okay, so again, this SPX 5900 level is no joke, and it would have been great to get through it, but it doesn't want to let us through it. So now we're going back down. Hopefully these lows hold. But again, what am I in? I'm in some 596s and 586s and 585s on SPY. I sold my 587s when we cracked there. Okay, so short-term market recap here. We'll go into the other stuff this weekend. Hopefully we get flow trade back, by the way. Let's see here. Short term, the NAMO, even though the market has been selling, has had some divergence to the upside. So the saying is how the first 2 days of January goes are counter to the month as well as the year. And just to showcase that, if we go back here real quick, you can see that last year we sold and the market was an absolute ripper end of January, and as was the year. Okay, so that's what we're gonna keep our eyes out for. I wouldn't be heavy longing here, and if you do, this is the Trump market. It is volatile, unpredictable, and until the VIX has settled, we can't, I wouldn't really advocate playing zero DTs, play positions with time. However, let's see here how these futures pan out throughout the night into tomorrow's opening. There's basically, tomorrow you have, you had that early high. So if we open under these lows, I would say we are heading straight for the Trump gap, and we are heading there fast. As of right now, you are still outside of this wedge, and it's being really sneaky. So got to keep an eye on futures tonight. Hopefully we don't go under here, because that would totally suck. Because I do think that short term here you have a possibility of a relief bounce. VIX on the hourly, come on. VIX on the hourly supports this here, and I would like to see a head and shoulder form here and come back down to the trend line and fill this little gap here. And if we can do that by Friday, fantastic. And then we'll know more. We'll have 2 days of January to kind of base our January analysis off of that, and how we trade into the inauguration. Now, JPM, if this week's Friday is a ripper. This is your number one trade. This ghost here up to here. Remember last week's Friday, we're sniffing at it. I think Timbo got a nice initial trade, but we haven't traded higher than that, and that still stands right here. So for the end of the week, this is my number one trade. Besides the shit that I currently am in, which is these SPY contracts, and then good old Nvidia, which on the hourly, 4 hour, excuse me, looks pretty encouraging with a stow bottom here. You got a green starter 4 hour candle with a divergence buy signal at this stow, as well as the bottom of the Bollinger. So let's go over to the hourly and see. We have some buy signals after hours. We have a bottomed out stow. We have a bottomed out MACD, as well as the parametric. So the play here is hopefully to run this into close into Friday, since he has a keynote on Monday. That's trade number 2. Not touching nuclear here, and not touching how high in electric as well. Fuck those guys. I'll speak more about this one in Saturday's video regarding quantum and regarding a DJT as well into the inauguration. Put that back on there. There we go. And then another one is gonna be this guy. But anyways, I'm gonna be keeping an eye on Microsoft as well. Daily bottom stow is under the 89, is under the Bollinger Band here. I think a major buying opportunity is gonna be 416, but hopefully it's just up on Thursday, like I hope most of tech is, and I'll get to the reason why. Tesla, now we've started 2025 with a bang outside of Trump Tower and the Cybertruck, and without getting too political here, what a shit show. You got delivery numbers pre-market tomorrow, so if they are good, I'm sure this is going to gap and absolutely rip. It's showing 5,000 on here. What is this shit? TradingView needs to get their act together. There we go. Probably gaps pretty hard either way, so it's either gonna start heading for 350 or back to highs. Could definitely be a momentum play here, end of week, no doubt about it. Short term, very oversold. It's pretty much sold 1, 2, 3, 4 days straight here, 5 days straight. So short term, yeah, could get a nice relief ripper to the 420s unless it opens there, then it could go higher. Apple finishing the year like an absolute boss right at 250. But anyways, here's QQQ. As Dom pointed out in the full moon circle, we haven't been under the 50 or touched it since my birthday. Look at that candle. I would expect this to bounce here. Everything's kind of in for a relief bounce, and then we'll see same short term on that. So this year gonna be very political. This futures reaction is not what I was looking for at all. We're still up from where we closed, but we're gonna need a reversal here with Asia and Europe, or we run the risk of opening below here, and then the floodgates are open for the Trump gap. And obviously here's your Nasdaq seasonality that shows a tech pump straight out of the year. The sports calendar is a very violent, okay, and as you can see here, all three show something completely different, because again, January can be crazy. So anyways, here's the collar shows a Trump gap fill. Our job is to see, do we go to that number we've been chasing for a while first, I would put my money probably on Trump Gap. That's why this beginning of January is so important in assessing which side of the collar comes first. And with that said, guys, I will see you bright and early tomorrow. Hopefully these futures look a little better, because that is a gross reaction to opening above that Bollinger and ripping. That is disgusting. That's not what the upside wants to see. But again, we're still holding close here, so we'll see if it needs to come down there, and if it reverses there, we're looking good. So I'll keep an eye on that. I'll keep you guys updated, and I will see you tomorrow. God bless.
Space Shuttle Atlantis. Mission to build, resupply, and to do research on the International Space Station.
Houston, Power Control, Atlantis begins its penultimate journey ashore on the International Space Station. Now in the cargo line, organization has been applied to counts of hardware and duties to engage on the international outpost. Atlantis almost 2 miles in altitude, almost 6 miles downrange from the Kennedy Space Center already, traveling 500 miles an hour.